It begins with Gailey's hand in mine, pulling me along Fasanenstrasse, the two of us practically running, the April air biting through the thin fabric of my jacket. "Gailey, slow down," I say. But she either can't or deliberately doesn't hear me because, if anything, she picks up the pace, letting go and running ahead of me. We pass couples on the street, SA guards in brown uniforms who scowl as Gailey breezes by them. "Gailey, komm schon, Charlie," she says, finally slowing enough to allow me to catch up to her. She takes my hand in hers again, laces her fingers through mine. "We don't want to be too late." "And what exactly are we going to be late for?" "You'll see," she says. I look up. We finally stopped on Kantstrasse, in front of a large set of stairs leading up to an imposing building with the name Delphi written on it. Around us are adults in glittering dresses and furs, immaculately made up and precise. I shrink back. This has to be a joke, Gailey bringing me to a Tanzpalast like this. I don't belong here like she does. But from the look on her face, I know it isn't. "Gailey, was ist?" She smiles, shakes her head. "Ask me in English, Charlie." "What?" "They don't like German being spoken here." "Gailey, you know my English isn't as good as yours." "Just try," she says, smiling that dazzling smile at me, the one she uses whenever I have her full attention, the one that makes me feel special. I take a breath. Try in English because I need to feel special. Because after next school year, our paths will split. Gailey will continue on at her gymnasium and I will have to work. And we live in two completely separate districts and she's not going to have time for me anymore. I almost didn't come tonight. It's a Tuesday, and tomorrow is the Führer's birthday. Tomorrow I have duties and responsibilities to my family and the Bund Deutscher Mädelgroup, to which Gailey and I are both required to belong, and I almost didn't come. But Gailey has those same responsibilities, and yet here she is. Here we are. "What is this?" I ask carefully, the words heavy in my mouth. She laughs. "You'll see." She throws her arms out and spins before turning back to me, her eyes wide. "Charlotte Kraus," she says, drawing out the syllables of my name. "I need you to pick a different name." "What?" I ask. "When we get inside," Gailey says. "German names aren't allowed." "Well, it's better if you have an English or American one." She smiles. "And what is your name going to be, Angelika Haas?" I say, and her nose wrinkles at my use of her full name. "Nancy," she says immediately. "Nancy," I repeat. Gailey stifles a laugh behind her hands. "Let me pick your name," she says once she's recovered, and I nod, content to let her. She circles me, studying. I try not to shiver under her gaze. "You look like a Peggy," she says in English with an air of finality. "Peggy," I repeat. "It's a nickname for Margaret," Gailey says. I frown. How do the English get Peggy from Margaret? I ask, and Gailey shrugs. "Are you ready, Peggy?" she asks, leading us up the stairs toward the entrance to the Tanzpalast. "Ready for what? What is this?" I ask, frustration creeping into my tone. "The surprise," she says, and then I hear it. Music. Not the Goebbels-approved songs from the radio, not the Volkslieder I grew up singing. I realize with a start that I know this music like a memory. Papa playing it on the record player when I was young, dancing around our small living room with Mama while my little sister Greta and I watched, laughing. It's jazz. But it feels different from Papa's records, most of which were in German. I can't make out the words of these English songs, and this music feels like a living, breathing